Okay, this video is to do with the binomial distribution using your graphical calculator, and this is where the calculator really comes into its own, and this is where you have to have a calculator that can do these calculations for you to speed up time. So we're going to go into run matrix mode, delete that. And first of all, you need to be able to find your NCR button, because sometimes when you're using the formula for binomial, you're going to need that. So to find that, you go into option, and then you go along to prob. And there it is there. So for example, 5 choose 1 should be 5. It is. So that's there. Okay? And you've also got your permutation button and your factorial button as well. So that's where those buttons are. If I want to solve this question here, I can use my NCR button and do it manually to find the first one, but there is a better way. So if I'm going to come out of run matrix mode now and into statistics mode, and in statistics mode, this is a really powerful mode. I use it all the time, and this is really where you need this calculator, and that's why it's now compulsory. So if we go to distribution, and then we select binomial distribution. And you'll see here two different ones. We won't bother with that one, but we will bother with both of these. This is your probability distribution. This is your cumulative distribution. The probability distribution, the first one, is things equal. For example, this first bit here, x equals to 2. And the cumulative is less than or equal to, which is like the second question I've got there. So let's do the first question. So I select BPD, and then the first time you do this, first time you use your calculator, you're going to need to change it to variable. You only need to do that once. Now it's done, I'm good. So I'm going to look at my binomial. I'm first of all going to say, what is n? And n is 10. So the numbers of trials is 10. And what is p? P is 0.25, so that goes there. And I want to find when x is equal to 2, so little x is going to be 2. Select all of that, push execute, and there's my solution, 0.28156,757. That will be more accurate than if you did it manually, and it's much quicker than doing it using your formula. Now, if I was to do this bit manually, the second part of this question, I would have to find x equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and add them all together. That would be just hopeless. So instead, I come out of all of that. I'm still in statistics mode. I go to distribution, binomial, and this time I go cumulative. That means less than or equal to, which is exactly what we have. And when I go in there, it should already say variable. And you'll notice it's already remembered that we're doing a question to do with 10 for n and 0.25 for p. So you shouldn't need to put that in again. So all I need to do is put in my lower and upper. Now lower is always going to be 0 because I'm going from 0 up to 5. And my upper is of course 5. So I type that in, push execute, and there's my solution. This mode also allows me to find more fancy things, such as if I was between 1 and 5. So if I was between 1 and 5 now, instead of just less than 5, then I could change my lower to 1 or 2, and there we go. So that is how to use statistics mode to find your binomial. And this is going to be really helpful for any distribution that you are asked to do. So this first year of your A-level, we're only really looking at binomial distribution, but next year you will be looking at the normal distribution, which is also there, and you will also be looking probably at Poisson and possibly geometric. So they are all listed there for you. Really helpful, and they work exactly like binomial.